Hello everyone, I'm here today with a little bit of a different video. This is not a process video, it's not a flip through video, it's a haul video. I don't do many of these, but there were some really good sales that happened for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and I kind of bought some stuff. And more than I anticipated, because I was thinking like I don't really need anything at this moment, but you put a good deal in front of me, stuff that I know I will use eventually. I'm probably gonna buy it. So I'm gonna start off with some albums. Now these are albums I've never tried before. They are from Freckled Fawn, and they are somewhat similar to the albums from Citrus Twist, the Life Crafted. They're a little bit larger, but they are made to fit the same sizes, 3x8 and 4x8. So if you're into that, you would probably like these. And I didn't know quite what to expect. I mean, you see the picture, but you never know what's it really gonna look like and feel like when it gets here. So far, I'm happy with them. I love the way they look. I like the outside. I mean, it's not super heavy duty, but it will be sufficient for what I'm going to use it for. And I have to say, I like that it has the edge protectors on it, because some don't. And it seems to be like that's the first place where they will fray for any reason. They get dropped, or if it's a cloth one, it'll start fraying at the corner because it's stressed there. So at least at this point, I do like that they have that. So I actually ordered 3 because they were so cheap. So I got this yellow one, and then I haven't taken these all out of the package, obviously, but I got this kind of lovely bright red option here. And I got this turquoise / aqua one, and I really like them all. I will say one thing though. I didn't think about it when I bought them. I was just like, oh yeah, I have page protectors that'll fit in there. Well, yes and no. Size wise, I do have page protectors that will work with these. However, the holes don't match. So if you're thinking, hey, I like the look of these, just be aware, the 6-hole punched page protectors you get like from Citrus Twist or Ali Edwards, Studio Calico, those do not work in here. You would have to punch your own holes. Now, I do have a crocodile, so I'm totally capable of doing that. But when I think about how many page protectors I can fit in these suckers, no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to punch all of those holes. So I will be ordering page protectors directly from Freckled Fawn to use in here, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to wait until I figure out what projects will be in here, and then I'll do it. So, you know, that's a future me problem. All right, so the next purchase I made was from Studio Calico, and I had been waiting to see if they were going to have a sale because my husband wants his Oregon album done in a 6x12 again, and he wanted the same exact one that I used for the Smoky Mountains, which is this one. And Studio Calico is the only company I know that carries this. I really, really wish that more companies carried 6x12. They're very hard to find. Either I have to buy from Studio Calico and they only have 3 colors. I'm kind of bored with them. Or I have had to buy like from Rita, the company in Spain that I like. But now ordering from them is so expensive because of the shipping. So I really wish more American companies would offer them. So hey, anybody out there, if you work for a manufacturer, please put the word in. And since I was on there looking at that album anyway, they also had a big sale on pretty much everything else. So I decided to get these acetate frames that are travel themed. I had looked at them when they first came out and were released, and I was like, oh, I don't know that I would use those enough, so I didn't do it and kind of regretted it. So I was glad that they were included in the sale. And then of course I had to buy more geotags. Who doesn't need more geotags when you're a travel scrubber? And then I also bought these 2 stamp sets. This one I didn't remember seeing previously, and it was super cheap because it's small. So I was like, sure, why not? This one I had hemmed and hawed about when it came out. And I was like, you know, I have so many travel stamps. Do I really need those? And the answer is no, I don't need them. But I decided I wanted them. And they were in the sale, so I thought, all right, I don't know that I'll use all of these like this. I don't know that I'll ever use this one. But the rest of these, I probably would. Before I mention the rest of the stuff, I should also state that I bought a new printer. Now, that wasn't planned, but my other one really started to crap out. It wasn't printing that well. It was about 4.5 years old, I think. And then we started having an issue where it would not stay connected to the router. And I found out it's because this whole like new security thing they do with newer routers, and my printer was old and whatever. So I decided, you know what? That's a cue. It's time to get a new one. And I've always had Canons. I've had a Canon Pixma of some type for years and years. And I decided this time to switch to an Epson. I was doing my research and it just seemed like the better option given what I want to use it for and the fact that now it has the tanks instead of the cartridges. So there's that as well. You can't see it, but it's hooked up over there. And then these items are from Elle's Studio. This was just a free thing that they threw in with my order. And I get their monthly kit, so I have a lot of their stuff, and I often will buy extra things every month and throw on there. So I didn't really need anything, but this was part of the sale. And this, I have to say, is the one thing I bought that now I'm having a little buyer's remorse. I knew that they were bigger. I should have paid more attention to actual measurements. It just said like long labels. I love me a good label. And I thought, okay, I have the shorter ones. If I have the longer ones, I can do all this die cutting at home and it'll be great. Well, in theory, yes, but these are freaking huge. I would only ever use those on a 4x6 card, I'm sure. And like when I do a Life Crafted album, I would never have a 4x6 card in there because it's too wide. So I didn't thoroughly think that through. So if you're thinking about these, just pay attention to the size. There's note how large they are. And I'm sure I will use these more. And I think after the sale, I paid like maybe $8.99 or something. So it's not like I spent a huge amount, but it's lesson learned. Read the dimensions closely and make sure it actually will work for me. All right, next up I have some digital files. And once again, I wasn't planning to buy any more digital files, certainly not related to the holidays, because I'm not even a big Christmas person. I don't care about it like many people do. But Citrus Twist, dang them, brought out this digital set that's all about warm Christmas. And because I was just in San Diego and they had Christmas decorations up at the zoo, at Hotel Coronado, several other places, I figure I can use these for that. I mean, some of these I could use generically maybe anyway for other things, but certainly for that. I mean, like this, we even saw some flamingos. So I thought, well, that's perfect. And this is me all the time. I don't like winter. It's my least favorite season. So this certainly is applicable. And we did stop down at the beach. We didn't go in. I'm not a beach person really, but I thought, okay, well, you know, that might work with what I'm going to scrap. So they suckered me. I bought them. And then I really love the fact that this is a non-traditional color palette. I like the pastel feel of it. And I know some people are way more traditional and that's fine. But for me, if I'm going to do it and purchase these, this is actually more up my alley. And so for $5, I think they were not a big deal. Even if I only use each one once, I don't care. I'm totally fine with it. Now, one of my favorite designers of all time for digital products is In a Creative Bubble. Once again, I didn't think I was going to need any of the stuff that she released, but I was wrong. Because when I started looking at them, again, some non-traditional colors in there, I really liked them. So I thought, all right, I'm going to give in. Again, I think it was $5, $5.50 for a set of these cards. And these I probably would use again. I don't think these are a one and done. So I can print forever if I want. And they'll get plenty of use out of them. So I don't feel guilty about it. And then to go with that particular set, I also bought the elements. I do love having the element pieces in addition to the cards. I'm not saying everything has to be matchy-matchy, but I do like it if they at least have kind of the same aesthetic. So I thought, all right, again, these are cheap enough, and I'll use them more than once, I'm sure. So I felt okay about it. And as you can see, this is the Joyful Days line. So if you like these, just go out to the website and get them. I realized I forgot to mention that for this set, there are 2 more pages. This isn't it. I just didn't print the other 2 because I know I won't use what's on them right away. Whereas these, I'm more likely to just cut them and then drop them into my San Diego bin of stuff. But it did come with 2 more pages, so you get a good bang for your buck. All right, lastly, I did a Citrus Twist order because they were not only just having their holiday sale, but then they were also doing their nearly perfect album sale. And I try to watch for that and then buy albums that way, because generally the things that are wrong are things I would not even notice. I've never had anything major where I thought, oh, dang, I wish I hadn't bought this because it was so noticeable. So I haven't unpacked anything yet. Here's a nice little note saying thank you for your album order. I appreciate that. That's lovely. And I got 3. Oh, wait. I forgot. Bonus, I ordered page protectors. I was completely out, so that's good. I forgot about that. I was just so excited thinking I got my albums. But I went with the leaf green one. I love this color. Very cool. And then I went with just a standard gray because that kind of goes with anything. I don't have to worry about like, what did I actually do on this trip? Is the color gonna, match the feel or the vibe of the trip? Gray goes with anything, so it's always a good neutral to have. And then this one I believe is called Peacock. And I've never really considered it before, but I don't know, I was drawn to the color. And it was part of the sale, so I thought, all right, I'm gonna do it. So even looking right off the bat here, I don't see anything major. It might be something inside that wasn't perfect, but I rarely notice anything. So I'm super happy with these, and I always feel like I get a good deal, which is awesome. So now you've seen all of my haul, all the stuff that I bought. What did you buy? Or did you buy anything? Did you see the sales and think, I don't need anything, and you restrained yourself? Or were you like me and you went a little crazy and did more than you thought you would? Either way, I hope your projects that you're doing at the end of the year here are bringing you joy. And if you did buy stuff, I hope you actually get to use it before the new year. Thanks for watching.